everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This week we have a very exciting video. If you haven't already guessed by the title, this week we're going to be reading my husband's favorite manga or manhwa.
I've always been the weakest, and I've been mocked for it at every turn. But I still try as hard as I can. So this... Shit! This is bullshit! Bullshit!
These are really heavy because they have the thickest pages, and we have 10 of them over here. Oh my gosh, let me get situated. I've already watched this anime, which I absolutely love. They did so much promo on TikTok and I watched all of it and I got intrigued. Although my husband had been telling me for years to read it, I just wasn't in the mood for it. But he's been collecting the manhwas. This is volume 10, so this is the last one we'll be reading, but we'll be spending the whole week reading this. So just a quick synopsis / blurb of what it's about, because I've watched it but I cannot tell you what it's about. Solo Leveling follows Sang Jin-woo, the world's weakest E-rank hunter, who gains a unique system that lets him level up infinitely after nearly dying in a deadly dungeon, transforming him from a powerless outcast into humanity's strongest hunter, battling monsters and uncovering secrets in a world where dungeons appear randomly, threatening Earth with catastrophic breaches. I don't know how this is going to go. I've never had to review mangas. I've never had the opportunity to like fully review mangas, but this is level 1. This one says it has 300 pages, but obviously there's not that much text in it. I'll take you guys along with me and we'll kind of see what we think, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. Might have spoilers because it's manga, but this is a manhwa, like I said, which I think it's Korean. It means it's Korean, where manga is Japanese. This reads like a normal Western book. It reads from front to back instead of like manga, which reads from back to front. I'm very excited for this. Like I said, the anime is probably one of my favorites. I actually thought I would just give you my top 5 / 6 anime that I ever watched. So at number 6 we have Food Wars. I couldn't not place it in because I absolutely loved this. My husband and I actually watched it one day when we were super hungover. We just watched all of it in bed and it was so fun, and it made us so hungry because the food, even though it's animated, just looked so good. Then at number 5 I have High School DxD. It is a pretty naughty one, but it's so funny. I thought it was hilarious. Then at number 4 I have Goblin Slayer. That one's also really dark and like kind of dirty as well, but I really enjoyed it. Check it out. I will hopefully put up some of the posters here so you guys can see it, or go check it out if you want to. Number 3 is Kageguri. That one's also so good. I love the gambling element of it, and it's also really dark and like kind of twisted. Then we have Demon Slayer. Absolutely love it. Kind of has vampires and different monsters as well. And then Solo Leveling at number 1.
Solo Leveling! Solo Leveling! Solo Leveling.
If you have now watched Solo Leveling, trust me, the probability of you will watch the whole series is a 95%. This is the best anime right now, Jeff. Right now.
And the anime award goes to Solo Leveling.
You deserve this. So pathetic. All that talk about how ready you are, and this is the best you could do? You'll have nothing to blame for your death but your own ego. Till next time.
Till next time, he said. Meaning, if I live long enough, I'll see him again. Any pain I go through, any suffering I endure, if it doesn't kill me, it'll make me stronger!
Yeah, I'm very excited. I don't even know how to rate these, but I'm going to do my normal rating scale, 1 to 5, if it keeps my interest, if it makes me excited. I know that watching the anime made me so excited and giddy, and I was twitching in the bed because I was so excited, and it was just so well done. The voice actor of this as well did little skits on TikTok. Amazing. I'll try and add in a little video. So good. He made it just seem so cool. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, but we'll be starting obviously with number 1. I think it's quite late on in the day right now. It's about 5 o'clock, but I'll see how many I get to today. But I'm going to try and do an overhead view of what I'm looking at, and you guys can have a look as well. And yeah, we'll see if we can get through all 10 of them this week.
believes in me! I want strength! The weak always lose no matter what. That's the way it is.
Somebody get this guy a medal. The weakest hunter of all mankind understands.
I do. Your crew must understand how it works too if you're saying that.
Hang on. What crap are you talking?
You hunt and hunt. So now I want to know if the hunters are ready to be preyed upon.
Hello everyone, I thought I'd come to you with a little bit of an update after I read 4 of these volumes. I really don't know how to talk about these. I was saying to my husband, I don't know how to describe it or to talk about it because it just seems so different from what I normally do. Sorry as well, my skin is absolutely terrible. This is a bite over here. I think I'm starting to break out on my forehead. I had a massive pimple on my chin, so excuse it. That's why I'm not wearing any makeup because I don't want to aggravate what's going on. Probably hormonal. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my absolute best. So I did kind of read you the synopsis, which kind of tells you what it is about. We have a bunch of notes that hopefully we can cover in a orderly fashion as well as being pretty quick. So I think this covers mostly just volume, why is it upside down? Volume 1, 2 and 3, and then I think 4 I didn't really make notes in because that enters into like spoiler territory. So let's start with that. So the first thing I noticed after picking this up is that the opening sequence or the opening scene is so lame compared to the first opening scene in the actual manga or anime, because I preferred the anime. Like I said, I just feel like the voices and the actions of the characters come through a little bit more than just flat 2D drawings. But it was so lame, and I remember the first time I watched it, I actually laughed out loud at this, and I was like, really we could have written it a little bit better. Also because he's an E rank hunter and they're so rude to him. Like his teammates are absolutely mean. They call him like the weakest hunter of all mankind or something, and he can hear them, and I feel so sorry for him, but he's constantly getting bullied, he's constantly getting hurt, he's so clumsy, and he means well. So his mother is in hospital because she has this mysterious illness. It's called like the endless sleep, and she went into a coma and fell into this endless sleep, and they've been trying to find a cure and no one can find a cure, and he's currently looking after his sister who's still in high school and is finishing high school, going to med school. So the reason why he's a hunter is to make money to look after his family. So he means really well, but people are just absolutely mean to him. But it is a very competitive industry because obviously it's hunters and they are ranked from S rank all the way down to E rank. I think E is the lowest. So he's like the lowest of the ranking, and he's super clumsy and the worst luck. These random gates that open, they are like portals to another world, and in them there are these beasts. So there are like the minion beasts, and then there's the main beast that they need to conquer. The main beast is like called the boss level. So they need to go in and clear these gates up, and then the portal will close. So there's also like these weird rocks inside that they can sell for money. So it's called, I can't remember what they're called, like something crystals, and mana crystals I think they're called, and they can sell them as well to make extra cash. When they kill the beast as well, like a bone is extracted and you can sell that bone, or you can use it for like magic if you're a higher ranked hunter. Some hunters, they have something also called a reawakening. It just, when these portals appeared, people started awakening and having these powers. So he was one of them, and then you have to go and get it measured, and they, like, you touch this ball and it measures how much magic you have in you, and that's how they do their ranking. And the gates are ranked the same as like the hunters. So like a E rank portal or E rank gate will be for the lower ranked hunters to go into. So if there's an S rank portal, like E-ranked people can't go inside unless they're just there to fill a quota. So in the proper first scene that we see them go and enter into a portal, Jinwoo has like a bad feeling about it, and he knows that something's like kind of going wrong because it seemed too easy. And as soon as they cleared it, or they thought they cleared it, they went into another entrance and there were these statues, and something terrible happened. He actually almost dies. I think he has like a near-death experience, or he actually dies, I don't know. And then he's respawned and he comes back, and it's now like a video game. So he's got this thing in his head where it will tell him, like, say his name, his rank, his level, and if he wants to continue as a player, and he can accept and start as a player, or he can decline, and then he dies. It's not heard of, and he doesn't know what's happening, and he accepts this challenge, and every day he gets these things that he needs to do, like 100 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and run a kilometer or whatever, and he needs to do or fulfill all these things every single day, and he gets leveled up and he gets stronger, and he's the first hunter ever to experience this. So he's trying to like keep it secret, but he's like secretly training, and he has a special portal that he gets to go into where he can level up. So he's the first hunter ever to be able to level up. But I don't think it's a reawakening. There's something else going on. I don't know, obviously, but so far it's just been following him leveling up and trying to figure out what is going on with all this stuff. Each volume actually starts off where the previous one ends, so it's really, really good for continuation, and I think it's good that I'm reading it in like order. It takes me about an hour and a half to read each of them, just because, I don't know, I've been reading it at weird times and I'm really tired. It takes me a bit longer, but I really like the continuation like that, so you don't really think that you're missing anything. It seems very wholesome because he is kind of conquering his fears and also self-doubt, because he's known that he's the weakest person ever, and he's been presented with challenges where he's kind of just had to swallow that inner voice that's saying you can't do this, you're gonna die, and he's just like challenging himself to be better. But it seems like every time he completes certain challenges, a piece of him dies, and he just feels kind of empty, because he knows he was the weakest player ever, and he's not sure if he's deserving of all this power that he's been given. It's really cool, very wholesome as well, and because I'm a little bit further in, I'm reading it in the voice of the narration in the anime. I'll try and pop some clips in the beginning, and then as I would go along, if I can find things that I am talking about. But there's one point where I think I have a video of it where he uses his code word called arise, and that's like for him becoming a necromancer. There's some necromancy in there. Really cool. Really cool. I'm having a great time. I think as for ratings, I've given all of them a 4-star so far. I just don't feel right giving them 5 stars because I don't get that same feeling that I do with like an actual book. I'm finding it so wholesome, and I really like it. I love the relationship he has with his sister and how much he cares about his mother. His friend, he has this one friend who's like complete noob, and he just wears this crazy stupid armor all the time. Because his dad's super wealthy, but he's like I think he's a C-class hunter as well, but he's like much younger, and just the relationship and the dynamic that the two of them have is so funny. There's also a very big hunter that is an S rank. He's like one of the best in the world, and he's after Jinwoo as well because he wants to kill him, because he was at the scene of an accident and his brother passed away, so he thinks that everybody needs to die that survived that accident. So yeah, it's very interesting. I would recommend if you wanted to pass time, because it is quick, it is easy, and really entertaining. But I'm gonna read, I think, the next, let's say 4, and then I will come back and then we'll decide if we'll finish it up, because I'm currently at the point where I think end of season 1, the end of the anime season 1, and then I'm gonna read the next 4, see where we are, and then we'll decide if we want to continue on, because I don't know if I would prefer to watch the anime like blind or if I would like to read the books first. But let's see. I'll read the next 4 and let you guys know what I think.
Instead of defending the throne of a fallen king, pledge yourself to the man before you. Arise. Arise. Okay. That's impossible, isn't it?
He's really there. No way. Gino?
I'm here to close the gate.
Alright, Manager Wu just told me, but you're the only hunter who's arrived so far, and it might be a minute before the other ones show
Let
up
me
to help.
solo it.
Sir, wait! I know it's only B rank, but it is still risky to go alone.
Yep. This is a red gate.
Hello everybody. So I finished it. I finished all 10 volumes. I didn't check in again because I thought I was going to get into too much spoiler territory and I just didn't want to go there. And I knew I would if I did because I just get so excited. But I had such a good time. The 10th book ended on such a huge cliffhanger and I wish I had the 11th. I was going to say book, the 11th volume, but I do not. So bummer. But I think we'll obviously collect the rest of the series as well. They're just a little bit expensive. They're like £16 or yes, but 15 or 16 pounds per edition, so that's quite expensive. In the rest of the books there's just more fighting, there's more leveling up, there's more wholesomeness. Something happens with his mom, this scenario which goes in his favor, which is amazing. He keeps actually saving other teams, like he is the most experienced hunter at the moment, and I think there's something funny going on with like dark magic or whatever. I mean, it was kind of hinted at, but yeah, it's so good, guys. Please go watch this. I'm going to add in a clip over here that I thought might convince you guys as well, but please go and either watch the anime. It's on Crunchyroll if you want to watch that. Then also they have the novels as well where you can read it with no pictures, and it's really, really good.
This might be the most addictive TV show I've ever seen. Hyperbole? I don't know. It's called Solo Leveling, and yes, it's an anime. I don't watch a lot of anime. If you ask me, have you seen this one? I'll probably say no, but a friend recommended this show to me, and certain friends, you probably have them, when they recommend something, your ears perk up more than if someone else said it. There are 24 available episodes. The 25th comes out this weekend, I think, and I watched all of them in the last day and a half. I've been obsessed. This show is straight crack, and I had to get Crunchyroll to get it, so now I'm looking at all these other anime like, are these as potent? It's like urban high fantasy. Here's the premise. All of these gates opened 10 years ago, and magic beasts pour forth from them. And so at the same time, random humans were given magical abilities. They're called hunters. And what they do is they go through these gates, which are dungeons, and try to defeat the boss before they spill out into the real world. Now there's different levels of power to the different hunters. There's S rank, A, B, C, D, and E is the very bottom. But whatever rank hunter you are, you stay that way forever. Except in the case of our protagonist, he's able to get stronger the more he fights. He's basically in a video game. There's even little notification windows that pop up that only he can see. Now, I've been obsessed with RPG video games my entire life, and I play them this way. If there's experience and skill trees, I'll farm for 60 hours until I can defeat the last boss in one hit. That's just how I've always been. So watching like a TV show version of this is so ridiculously addictive. But on top of that, which is pretty personal, the animation is gorgeous. The characters are really cool. The action is so awesome and engaging. And I don't know if it's intentionally satirical or if I'm just taking that way. It doesn't really matter. Everything about this world, which is filled with all these fantastical creatures like demons and dragons and swords and armor, is intensely capitalistic, which is so funny to me. But I'm telling you, even if you have some kind of anime or animation bias, you need to watch this show.
I don't think that I can say much more because it will spoil it. At the end of volume 7 is when season 2 ends, and I think then in volume 8 season 3 starts, so I'm really looking forward to that. There's been absolutely no news about it because the second season just came out last year, which it won so many awards for, and it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, but anime takes so long to come out. I think like 3 to 5 years in between seasons, sometimes even 10 years depending on the anime. So very, very excited. I do have a couple more that I would like to read, so if you guys do like this video, please let me know. I have a Demon Slayer here, which is also one of my favorites, and then I don't have the full collection. It's kind of odd numbers, but this is One Punch Man. Absolutely love the anime as well. It's so funny, but it didn't make my top 10. And then I also have a few of Naruto, which I've also watched. I don't love Naruto. I find it really childish. It's still a fun time, so let me know if you guys would like to see more of these videos. It's just nice to break it up, just do something different. I did get a little bit frustrated, I'm not gonna lie, reading the manhwas, because I don't know, I've just been reading mostly at night. Like during the day I want to hang out with my husband or read or watch YouTube. Like I'm finding so many things to do. I just don't know if I burnt myself out last year, which I said at the end of last year that I felt quite burnt out, but I'm hoping to pick up some books soon that I absolutely love that I just can't put down. But I was getting frustrated because I felt like I was taking really long reading these. But I mean, I did start this video on Monday and today's Friday, so got through the 10 volumes in a lot of time that I wanted to, because I'm about to start a new video. Probably be wearing the same outfit, so mind your business. That is everything. Let me know what you guys think of this video. I had so much fun doing it and editing it. Like I've started editing it already before I've even ended it off. Showed my husband. I was really proud of what I did. So let me know me know. And yeah, if there's any animes that you like, or mangas or manhwas that you like and would recommend, please do let me know. I've seen a lot of them. I'd love to make a like ranking video, ranking all my favorite animes and what I would recommend and for who. So let me know if you'd like to see that. With that being said, I'm rambling now. I will see you all in the next one. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.